You know, it was like gloomy a second ago, but the light's actually coming through, so that's a good sign for starting this video. Got a nice cup of coffee because finances are always stressful, but we're gonna take it easy today and take it slow. It's a learning session. So good. Alright, anyways, hi friends, it's Brian here, and since it's the end of the month, that means it's time to budget. So today I'll be sharing with you a budget sheet that I created that I've been using for the past 2 years. It's definitely helped me reduce my stress level and also empowered me to take full control of my personal finances. This is definitely not for advice because I think it's very different per person. You know, you might be in a different financial situation than someone else. So I think it's mainly for a learning video and just kind of sharing what I have. So I got my coffee and my laptop, so let's dive straight into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the tiers of budgeting: tracking, analysis, and strategy. Tier 1 with tracking is knowing where your money is coming from. Understand how much money is coming in every month or every bi-weekly, and also how much money that you need to pay for your student loans or your rent. Tier 2 is basic analysis, which is knowing how your money is being managed. The analysis part is like the percentage change, like if that's 50% of your income, you know, are you growing year over year, or if you're losing money, are you at a loss? Tier 3 is strategy, so knowing why you're managing your money. So is it to pay down your student loans faster? Is it to buy a car in the future, get a house? Tier 3 is definitely more personalized and it's dependent on each person. So for this purpose of the tracking sheet, we'll be focusing mainly on tier 1, the tracking template. So disclaimer, there's lots of different budgeting tools out there. You can use an app. In general, I just want more control. So I created this very simple sheet and it's been helping me a lot, and it's free if you guys want to click on the link and, you know, follow along and have it for yourself. So jumping straight into it, this is how it looks like. It's gonna be like a scroll down and scroll across for a month by month basis. And I do this twice a month. So one bi-weekly and then one at the end of the month. So we're gonna skip this top part first and we're gonna go down here. These numbers are just example numbers, so it's not my personal numbers, but it's just to help kind of follow along and kind of show each section. We'll start at the income section. So this is basically saying, like, you know, your company check 2. So like, let's say it's 1,500. If you do some side hustles, like for me, I did photography, so I can put in a grad shoot number here. I can just do like a grad shoot, you know, number 2, and then let's say that was 200 bucks. Savings, so it's twice, one from a bi-weekly and one from the month. You can choose how much you want to do savings. Investments, if you have like a brokerage account, how much you're contributing, you can add that here. Let's say you contribute to like M1 Finance as well. So your debt, so how much you're paying off every month, how much you're putting towards student loans or your car loan. So now we go from debt to expenses. So home, it's a need, right? So is it rent, utilities, gas, internet? Car, if it's a need in terms of transportation, if you're living suburban, insurance, Costco gas. Health is a need, right? So like contact solution, if you're going to a dentist, eye doctor, whatever it may be. Expenses for need for food, groceries, right? So Safeway, Bel Air, Costco, you can put just numbers there. I put a space right here for expenses, which is like photography and business. If you don't need this, just feel free to copy, and then you can also just right click and then just delete the rows and then it's gone, right? But just here, just in case someone has like a side hustle. And then we go into like the want section. So subscriptions like Apple iCloud, it's honestly more of a need, but I just put here as a want. Spotify, Crunchyroll, those are want. Expenses, eating out. So this part is usually longer, where, you know, if you're eating out a lot, you can track, and honestly, it's crazy how much food is getting more expensive per day. Groceries are getting more expensive too. Everyone sees on TikTok about how much eggs are for groceries. So eating out wise, it's also a lot of money. But here are just some examples. You can always just kind of add it. Personal expenses like wants, like let's go to the movie, or let's say you're buying clothes. Like if I went to Uniqlo and, you know, I bought a shirt, it's probably like 30 bucks. And then there's also travel and stuff, which is a want. Let's say I'm going to a concert, like Twice tickets. Me and my friend are going to his friend's birthday to celebrate William Black, and we can put like 25 bucks for the ticket, right? So you just add it here. And if you want different sections as well, you can honestly just copy and then just find a space here and copy and paste and add, you know, just change the name and change the title and stuff. But those are the sections that are personal for me, that I try to keep it not too many because it'll get crazy, but that is how I separate all of my stuff. Now we're gonna go back to the top, and this is where things can a little calculate. It's very simple. So total income is just equal to the total here. Needs, right? So it's just equal sum, and then you can add basically the total boxes here, and it'll total that up to show how much you're either doing your needs, your wants, your business costs, savings, investments, your debt that you're paying off, and then the total, I put income minus ESID. That is not a financial term. That is just basically expense, investments, savings, and debt equals nice. So this is just money that's left over after everything. So either goes to another emergency fund or however you want. But again, remember that you're also saving and investing, so you're doing more than that. So that's how I'm doing it. So it makes me, psychologically just make sure that I don't overspend a lot. Now we're gonna move up to the top area. So this is kind of fun. This is gonna be, I do this at the end of every month. So I do this twice, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned before that I do this twice. One bi-weekly, just to kind of enter like if I'm eating out, stuff like that. And then at the end of the month is where it's kind of finalized. So what I would do is, I'll pull out my phone and there's a couple accounts, right? I'll go to my main account and then, let's say it's Chase, and then I'll see like the number at the top to see what the total is at the end. How I do this is that there's no credit card debt, no debt at all for my credit cards. They all get paid off by the end of the month, and then I see that total number. So this is how I funnel things. So I have a main account where my direct deposit comes into my main account, and then money gets funneled right away into my savings. And then also I have an account for fun, and that's basically where the wants are. I'm privileged to be thankful that I have a job where I'm able to, be able to spend and have some fun, but I don't want to have lifestyle inflation. As my income is growing, I don't want to be overspending too much. So that spend account is basically an allowance. I put myself in an allowance account where I just work based off of that account rather than my main account. But that's where my fun account is. Then there's the Venmo account. You can add different brokerages that you have. So if you have a Roth IRA, if you have another like taxable brokerage, like Fidelity, crypto, company stock, HSA, I basically just go through all the accounts and enter the numbers. And then the total gross is just the sum of all that. And then here I manually put in like how much student loans I have left and how much car loans I have left. But yeah, these are kind of the loans. And then your net worth is basically the total gross minus all your actual debt. And again, this is just assuming that you don't have any credit card debt. You can also put credit card debt here if you want. So yeah, this is what the budget sheet looks like. I've been using this for the past 2 years. And it's kind of nice because at the end of the month, you can kind of see your net worth, hopefully grow over time. And also you can also see like month by month, if I'm spending too much or if I'm not making enough because of my side hustles. All that. So it's very simple. There's no percentage basis, so we're not getting to the tier 2 and all that. But just to know your numbers and track it, for me, it helps me understand how much I'm spending. They don't teach this in college, and especially as you're in your 20s, inflation and a lot of the layoffs happening, this becomes more important, right? It's a very tough topic because, finances really dictate a lot of stress in life. So being able to empower and just educate yourself and myself, and I'm always still learning. Like I didn't learn this until I was in quarantine. So, and this is just kind of like the first step to doing everything. And I'm grateful for where I'm at, right? So I want to continue sharing, building tools to help. I can't provide, professional advice because it's not professional advice. It's just learning. But I can hopefully share tools that will be useful for people. And yeah, I'm very glad I was able to make this video. Feel free to use the budget tool if you have different tools. Also, I empower people to create their own, whatever works for you. Like this shouldn't be the end all be all budget sheet. Find one that works for you and that you love, and then share it too, because the more we share and the more that we can help each other out, I think that's the most important way to get to financial freedom and just be financially happy. I think is where I want to aim towards. Just happy and making sure that I'm not struggling too much. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to learn more, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, feel free to. And yeah, thank you so much. Sorry I don't know how to end this video. I'm gonna finish my coffee and finish doing my personal budget. So, awesome. Thank you. I talk very fast. Sorry. Take care, y'all.